Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another video. And this was slightly like it was long ago, this type of quiz, but I've already done this before. This is the what is your chess personality quiz made by chess.com, and yeah, I have done this before and I got a couple of different answers, and yeah, I will try it again, and this time I won't answer wrong. Last time, my favorite chess player Mikhail Tal had chosen one option, but I liked the other options. But I chose Tal's option because he was my favorite chess player, and I still didn't get Tal. So this time I'm gonna take what truly I like of both options. No, not influenced by anything else. It's been a long time since I've taken this, so let's see one now. Which side would you rather play in the following position? Let's see. Wait. Black is up a piece. Black is up a piece. Okay. Okay, cannot castle. Black to move. What do you do though? Knight c5. Okay. Go knight c5. Castle. I mean, like, knight c5 is bishop takes f6, it's not long castling. So I think I would rather be white here. Lots of attacking chances with knight to f5, and yeah. So it's probably gonna be I'm gonna play white. When you play in tournaments, do you usually score with consistent results, or do you often perform on the extremes, either really well or really poorly? Well, I haven't played that many tournaments till now, but I think I have pretty consistent results, like stay right in the middle of the pack. Which best describes how you think about this position as the Sveshnikov Sicilian? Critically important square. Black has a lot of potential counterplay. F5. I think I would much rather be white here. I mean, I don't play the Sveshnikov, but maybe I should because I enjoy white's position. Like black's pawn structure is doubled. It is a bit open on the king side, but of course the f5 break is also very dangerous. So maybe it's basically what you prefer more. But I think I would say black has given up a critically important square on d5. Which statement is closer to the truth? I bring my best game when facing opponents I dislike. I don't really notice my opponent. Well, I don't really dislike any of my opponents, so yeah. But when you play in tournaments like over the board, like it's not possible to not notice your opponent. But if you play it online, of course, sometimes you can. I usually sometimes unless you are playing in a tournament, you usually just don't notice your opponent. So just for online, I would say I don't really notice my opponent. Black will just play g5. First instinct is to. Well, I think I would take on g5 if it was a online game, but maybe over the board I would have to calculate if maybe my queen and the rook on c3 can come into the attack, but my first instinct is to definitely take on g5. Do you play gambits? I used to, now I do not play that much. How would you think about whether or not to take on g5 as white? Would evaluate the placement of the pieces to decide if the attack seemed promising or calculate. I would probably calculate some variations and some defenses for black. Under serious time pressure, would you are likely more likely to obviously dismiss a tactic. You cannot move pieces aimlessly. Which of these ideas do you prefer for white? White should trade bishops and put a strong knight on d4, which would prevent black from going rook c2. Okay. White should push d4, temporarily misplacing this bishop and start an attack with f5. Definitely start an attack with f5. You start the game out with d4. I don't, but okay. Would you rather your opponent play d5 or f5? I would much rather my opponent play f5 because well f5 is theoretically a worse move than d5, and I also have some secret preparation stuff. You have been ahead of pawn for most of the game, but after tough resistance from your opponent, you only have 5 minutes left in this position. Should you play on or offer your opponent a draw? Obviously, just keep pushing for the win. Like 5 minutes is plenty of time in this end game, but of course, maybe you might argue that 5 minutes is not a lot of time. But of course, you can go knight c5 check. You can slowly push. I would probably keep pushing for the win here. Which statement comes closest to your feelings? It always a joy to be paired with someone you've crushed in the past. The odds of winning are slightly higher against opponents one has previously beaten. Well, of course, I would obviously choose answer A, but of course, like if it's a higher rated player which I've crushed, that it makes me that much more happier. If it's a lower rated player, maybe I sometimes usually crush lower rated players, so maybe I might even go for option B. I need some thought on this question. I think I will go with A still, but it's a really close call. I think I'll still go with A. With plenty of time on your clock, what would you do? D6? Oh yeah, you just trade on E6 and go Rook D7. No need to invest some serious time because, I mean, what else do you do? Do you go back to B3? But that doesn't do anything. The knight is controlled. You can play C5 after some preparation to prevent knight D4. So I would probably like immediately trade on E6. What do you think of the famous saying chess is 99% tactics? I don't think I agree. Maybe at lower levels, yes, but like above like 1000 level, I think sometimes above like 1200, 1300 rating level, I think you also need some strategy and planning also. So I think I disagree. How would you feel about this wild gambit line for black? What is you're down the rook? No, this is not good. No. No, 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 no. This is definitely not good. I'm trying to lose. After using a game, of course I'm yelled out. Why to play in castle? According, like my first instinct is to castle queenside, and that's probably what I will do. So, yeah, castle queenside, which is closer to the truth. I get excited or nervous before a game. I don't worry about prizes, money, titles, or honors. I just play my game. Again, I usually play tournaments where I don't which don't have that much money or prizes, but so if I'm playing a GM, if I already know my opponent, then I will probably get excited. But online, yeah, not that much. But I would, I like there's no prizes, money, titles, or honors, so I just get nervous or excited. How would you come up with a plan in this position? Consider the strengths and weaknesses of black position. Decide when. Yeah, I think I would go A. Which is harder for you to do? Definitely identify my advantages and building a plan. Okay. Oh, that's it. I actually got Mikhail Tal. Finally. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I actually got Mikhail Tal. Yep, Tal is my favorite chess player. So let's see what it says. Magicians are the ultimate attackers. Magicians don't care too much if their play is objectively correct. They prefer to follow their intuition and fancy, creating complications and confusing their opponent. A magician sees chess as a creative art, and creative art cannot be held captive by stern and fixed principles. Magicians can calculate well, but they sometimes do so quickly and carelessly, using their calculation to support what their intuition tells them. Magicians enjoy the unusual and spectacular and can often become bored by slow maneuvering. I agree. So let's see. Recommended for white, Roy Lopez. I actually do not play the Roy Lopez, surprisingly. I actually play the Italian more than Roy Lopez. Black, I do play the Sicilian, and yeah, I do go for the King's Indian when my opponent plays d4. So yeah, maybe yes. So Mikhail Tal is definitely a bit more attacking the positional, more aggressive, more intuitive, and also a bit more emotional apparently. Okay, then that's it for this video. Let's look at the others. We have the Mastermind, Aliyekin, and there are a few more like Natural, like Vishy, Anand, then Prodigy, like Magnus, Professional, like Mikhail Botvinnik, that's interesting, Romantic, like Vasily Ivanchuk, and then Emmanuel Lasker, Surgeon, I don't really know what that means. We have a technician like Vladimir Kramnik. I think this is what Hikaru got. Aaron Nimzowicz, Anaconda. That's interesting. Assassin like Robert Fisher. Hikaru is not a barbarian, but of course he got that. And champion like Gary Kasparov. So, Victor, escaped artists like Victor Korchnoi, genius like Josero Capablanca, grinder like Carto, mad scientist, mad scientists like Wilhelm Steinitz. Yeah, okay, that's it for now, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.